what are the steps, or what would you say to someone who wants to be involved with law enforcement, whether like any branch of the field? What would you say to them, or like what are the steps to become one?
But I think you're going to find in law enforcement, every agency, I should say, wants a diverse workforce. And I don't mean just male, female, multiracial. I mean, we want people from all different backgrounds because we deal with all different kinds of people every day. So what I encourage people to do is, when you go to college, think about what you want to do the rest of your life. And if, say, you wanted to be a teacher and you majored in education, if you decided at some point you wanted to give law enforcement a try, there isn't a law enforcement agency, if you're a qualified applicant, who's going to say, you know what, your degree's not in criminology or your degree's not in criminal justice, so we're gonna push you aside. That's not really going to matter. The biggest things that are going to matter to law enforcement agencies are that you're going to pass a background investigation, and that you're going to pass a lot of agencies. I know all federal agencies and a lot of the bigger agencies, whether it's the Pennsylvania State Police, whether it's some of the big cities in the state, will also do a lie detector test. And they're looking for a few things on there. They're looking to make sure that you're not extortable. So to make sure that you don't have something in your past that someone can come back later and use against you. They want to make sure you didn't lie on your paperwork, like if you said you were never a drug user and you actually were. And then they want to make sure that that you didn't commit any crime that you just never got arrested for. So all those things put together, along with your background investigation, are going to allow them to pick people of integrity and people who have a strong background. So the advice I would give you is, again, you can major in anything you want. You can take any classes that you like when you go to college. But the biggest thing that's going to keep you from getting hired in a law enforcement agency are the things you do outside the classroom. If you're going to, get arrested at the college football games for being drunk and disorderly, or if you're going to, get caught shoplifting, those are the kind of things that are going to prevent you from being in law enforcement. So major in whatever you want, but just the decisions you make between here and there, whether it's drug use or whether it's criminal behavior, that's what's going to keep you from going into law enforcement. Law enforcement's a great career. It's one of the things you really have to have a fire in your belly about, because it's one of the things, like any other public service, like being a nurse or a teacher or an EMT, you're never going to get rich doing it. So you really have to have a fire about helping your community. But again, if you want to help your community but you don't want to carry a gun, police departments, again, dispatchers, forensic scientists, crime scene photographers, all this stuff all goes into law enforcement, and it's all part of building that case. I know the movies, again, show you the detective who goes out and cracks the case. Well, what they don't show you a lot of times, some do, but what a lot of them don't show you is the work that forensic scientist did behind the scenes to find that piece of hair that identified the bad guy, or to find that fingerprint that identified the bad guy. So, so many ways you can help your community in law enforcement without ever actually having to carry a badge and gun.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.